You use plumbing every single day. You turn on a faucet, you flush a toilet, you take a shower. But do you actually know what is happening behind the walls? We are going to walk through the whole thing from start to finish. Let's start at the very beginning. Most homes connect to a city or municipal water supply. Water starts at a treatment plant where it gets cleaned and made safe to drink. That treated water gets pumped into large underground pipes called water mains that run under your street. From that main, a smaller pipe branches off and runs to your house. This is called the water service line. Now, some homes, especially in rural areas, do not connect to city water at all. These homes get their water from a private well, a pipe drilled deep into the ground to reach underground water. An electric pump pulls that water up from underground and pushes it into the house. Whether it is city water or well water, the result is the same. The service line comes underground and enters the house through the foundation. Depending on the house, it might enter through a basement wall, a crawl space, or right through the slab. Once inside, one of the first things the water passes through is the water meter. The meter tracks exactly how much water you use. The utility company reads it, and that is how your bill gets calculated. Right after the meter, you should find the main water shutoff valve. This is one of the most important things in your house. Know exactly where it is. If a pipe ever bursts, a water heater fails, or anything goes seriously wrong, you turn this valve off first. One turn of that valve, and all water to the entire house stops immediately. Some homes also have a pressure-reducing valve, sometimes called a PRV, installed right on the main line. City water pressure is sometimes too high for the pipes and fixtures inside a home. High pressure stresses your pipes, valves, and appliances over time and can cause early failures and leaks. The PRV drops the pressure to a safe range, typically around 40 to 80 psi, before it spreads through the house. Too low and your shower feels like a drizzle. Too high and pipes wear out fast. In newer homes, these pipes are usually PEX, a flexible plastic tubing that is easy to run through framing. In older homes, you might find copper pipes, CPVC plastic, or galvanized steel. Different materials, same job. Now the water is inside the house and ready to be distributed. Let's follow the cold water first. Cold water supply lines run through the walls and floors to reach every cold water fixture. Toilets, sinks, showers, outdoor hose bibs, and washing machines. Part of the cold water line also branches off and heads to the water heater. Let's talk about the water heater. It is one of the most important appliances in your home. The most common type is a tank water heater, a big insulated tank that stores hot water. Cold water enters the tank at the bottom. Inside, either an electric heating element or a gas burner heats the water. Hot water rises to the top of the tank. When you open a hot faucet, it exits from the top of the tank. At the same time, cold water automatically refills the tank from the bottom. Most homes have a tank that holds 30 to 80 gallons of hot water. Some homes use a tankless water heater instead, a small unit that heats water instantly as it flows through. Cold water goes in, heat is applied instantly, and hot water comes right out, no tank needed. Either way, you now have hot water lines running from the heater throughout the house. Now, let's go through each main plumbing fixture and how it connects to the supply system. Let's start with sinks. Under every sink, you will find a hot and a cold supply line coming out of the wall or floor. Each supply line has its own shutoff valve under the sink. These are called angle stops or fixture shutoffs. These let you shut off water to just that one sink without turning off water to the whole house. The supply lines connect up to the faucet. When you turn the handle, hot and cold water mix together before coming out the spout. The used water goes down the drain, through a strainer at the bottom, and into the drain pipe below. Now, let's talk about toilets. And how they actually work is pretty clever. Toilets only use cold water. There is no hot water connection on a toilet. Cold water enters the tank through a fill valve at the base of the tank. At the bottom of the tank, there is a rubber flapper, a small flap that holds all the water in the tank. When you flush, the flapper lifts up and a large rush of water drops from the tank into the bowl. That rush of water creates a siphon effect that pulls waste and water out of the bowl and into the drain. After the flush, the flapper closes and the fill valve refills the tank with fresh, cold water. The toilet is ready for the next use in about 60 to 90 seconds. Showers and bathtubs connect to both hot and cold supply lines. Inside the wall, there is a shower valve that mixes the hot and cold to your temperature before it ever comes out. Modern shower valves also have a pressure balancing feature that prevents scalding if someone flushes a toilet while you are in the shower. Water drains through the shower or tub drain and flows into the drain pipe system below the floor. On the outside of the house, you have hose bibs, also called outdoor faucets or spigots, where you connect the garden hose. Hose bibs tap directly into the cold water supply line inside the wall. In cold climates, use frost-free hose bibs so the pipe does not freeze and burst. Your washing machine connects to both hot and cold supply lines through a dedicated laundry valve box on the wall. The washing machine controls everything itself. It opens its own internal valves and uses the right water level for each cycle automatically. A dishwasher connects to only the hot water supply line under the kitchen sink. Hot water cleans dishes better and helps kill bacteria. The dishwasher drains back through the kitchen sink drain. That covers the supply side. Clean, pressurized water delivered to every fixture. Now, let's talk about what happens to that water after it gets used. When water goes down any drain, it enters the second half of the plumbing system, the drain, waste, and vent system. DWV stands for drain, waste, and vent. All three parts work together. The biggest difference from the supply side is this. Supply pipes are pressurized, drain pipes work on gravity. Because drain pipes rely on gravity, they must be installed at a downward slope to work correctly. The correct slope is about 1/4 inch of drop for every 1 foot of pipe. Too little slope and waste sits in the pipe and creates clogs. Too much slope and the water races ahead and leaves solid waste stuck in the pipe. Before we go further, we need to talk about one of the most important things in your drain system, the P-trap. It is the curved pipe you see under your sink, the one that looks like the letter P rotated on its side. The bottom of that curve holds a small amount of standing water at all times. That standing water creates a water seal, a physical barrier inside the pipe. That water seal physically blocks sewer gases from traveling back up through your drain and into your living space. Without a P-trap, sewer gas would travel freely up through the drain and into your home. Every single drain in your house has a P-trap. Sinks, showers, tubs, floor drains, all of them. If you smell something bad from a floor drain or a sink you never use, it might just be a dry trap. The water seal evaporated. All you need to do is pour a little water down the drain. It refills the seal and the smell goes away. After water passes through the trap, it flows into a branch drain. Branch drains collect waste from multiple fixtures in the same area and carry it all to a larger drain line. Toilets get their own larger drain pipe because they carry solid waste. A toilet drain pipe is typically 3 to 4 inches in diameter. All the branch drains eventually connect to the main drain stack, a large vertical pipe that runs up through the house. Everything in the house drains down into that one main stack and out of the building. Now here is something that surprises a lot of people. Drain pipes need air to work correctly. When a big rush of water flows down a drain pipe, it can create a vacuum or suction effect in the pipe behind it. That suction can pull the water right out of your P-trap seal. And when the seal is gone, sewer gas gets in. Vent pipes solve this problem. They bring fresh air into the drain system to break the vacuum. Air enters from the vent, pressure equalizes, and water flows smoothly down the drain without disturbing the trap seals. Vent pipes also carry sewer gases up and out through the roof, so they never enter your home. That is why you see pipes sticking up through rooftops. Those are plumbing vent pipes, not chimneys. Slow drains. Gurgling sounds from your sink, or sewery smells. A blocked vent is often the cause. Remember, DWV, drain, waste, vent. All three parts of the name matter equally. All the wastewater in the house eventually reaches the main building drain, the large horizontal pipe at the base of the home. That pipe exits the house underground and carries all the waste to one of two destinations. Option 1. The home connects to the city sewer system. Your waste flows underground to the municipal sewer main under the street. From there, it goes to a wastewater treatment plant where it gets cleaned and processed. Option 2. The home uses a private septic system. All waste flows into a buried tank in the yard. In the septic tank, solids sink to the bottom, and liquids stay near the top and flow out to the drain field. The drain field is a network of perforated pipes buried in gravel that lets liquids slowly filter into the soil below. Septic systems need to be pumped out every 3 to 5 years as solids build up in the tank. Because drain lines can and do clog, plumbing systems include access points called cleanouts throughout the system. A cleanout is a capped fitting that gives a plumber direct access to the inside of the drain pipe. When there is a serious clog, a plumber opens the cleanout and runs a drain snake or camera down the line to find and clear it. The most important one is the main cleanout, usually near where the main drain line exits the house. There may also be cleanouts in the basement, garage, or outside the home near the foundation. Know where yours are. Now, let's talk about how all this plumbing actually gets installed. The first stage is called the rough-in. During rough-in, all the pipes are installed before any walls, tile, cabinets, or finishes cover them up. Plumbers install water supply lines, drain lines, vent lines, shower valves, toilet flanges, and washing machine boxes all during rough-in. The toilet flange is the fitting set into the floor that the toilet will later sit on and seal against. This is the most important stage because everything is still visible. If something is wrong, this is the time to fix it. Once the drywall goes up and the walls are closed, finding and fixing a plumbing mistake becomes very difficult and very expensive. Before the walls can be closed, the rough-in plumbing must pass a building inspection. Supply lines get pressure tested. The pipes are pressurized and then monitored to see if the pressure holds steady over time. If the pressure drops, there is a leak somewhere. Find it, fix it, then test again. Drain and vent lines are tested separately, usually by filling with water or air to check all connections for leaks. Once everything passes, the inspector approves the rough-in and the walls can finally be closed. After drywall, tile, cabinets, and all the finishes are installed, the plumber comes back for the finished plumbing stage. This is when all the visible fixtures get installed, the things you actually see and use every day. Toilets are set on the flange, sealed with a wax ring, bolted down, and the supply line gets connected. Faucets are installed into the sink. Supply lines get connected underneath. Drain connections are tightened. Shower trim, the handle plate, cartridge, and shower head, gets installed over the valve body that was set during rough-in. The water heater is connected, the garbage disposal goes under the kitchen sink, and the dishwasher gets hooked up. Once everything is installed, the main shutoff valve gets turned on, and the whole system gets tested from start to finish. Every faucet gets turned on. Every toilet gets flushed. Every drain gets checked for leaks. When everything checks out, the plumbing system is complete and ready for the homeowner. That is a complete residential plumbing system, from the water main to the sewer, working every single day behind your walls. If this helped you understand how your home's plumbing works, go ahead and subscribe for more homeowner and construction breakdowns. Next, we can break down electrical, HVAC, framing, or how an entire house gets built from the ground up. The more you understand what is behind your walls, the better decisions you can make as a homeowner. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.